Yeah, viewers all over the world. For some of you that are seeing me for the first time, Ogbuefi Ezeana, ugochitubelu na Oraifite, I'm an ancient high priest. I'm onye isi nchụaja ugochitubelu ọdịnala temple. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi nụkwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazi m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission, bụrụ onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me a priest or then an evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. N'ụbọchị taa n'oge awa nke eziokwu, isiokwu anyị ji wee bịa bụ mistakes that Christians do. Mistakes that Christians do. Tata abịara nka nkọwalụ gị ọtụtụ ihe ị kwesịrị ịma, because I was born a Christian. Yes, a core Christian under Catholic faith from both mother and father side. In fact, I have priests, not one, at least two, from my mother's side and from my father's side. And they have more gone through the process. My philosophy and theology. Hello, time those days. I know na I name a program na All Hallows Seminary Onitsha. About my TV Council, where we defend the Catholic faith in all ramifications. So I'm an insider. I can tell you, as somebody that witnessed it, as somebody that was once an authority. Here Masala Kowa, here Masalo theology, and here Masala Christianity. Today, I come to Wako Ibn Sube. Kimari Higosime, as you all know, I respect every religion, but I'm here today to tell you mistakes most Christians do. So, only a Christian begin to tag them. You need to tag the person, one from the horse's mouth. And the man as a Christian to live whatever you are doing, to live Christian faith, no. But I'm here to tell you the errors. That even if you wish to remain a Christian, then avoid those error to avoid tautology. Yes. Because na no sina na feni no Ogbuefi can ebe ono. Onye golere nkịta goro enwe. So today is an eye-opening lecture that is meant to liberate you. Let the bandage fall from your eyes. So begin to tag your friends that are Christians. Can from the horse's mouth. Can from a philosopher and the theologian. I respect every religion, as I said earlier. Before we dive into today's lecture, important announcements. We are in the month of November. We are rounding up. On the last day of the November and the first day of December, I got Chikotaja, Gongwa, where mark the new beginning of the next month. I get a military Lomana Hamadudu. Echefukwana na nke ọnwa ga-abụ special one, because na nyabụ ụbọchị anyị ga-achịkọta ya bido na last day of the month and the first day of December bụkwa ụbọchị anyị ji enwe feast na temple. Yes, bro, my birthday. So but nke this year ga-adị very unique n'etu anyị ga-esi mee. So ndị na-eso ya na ya bụ aja ga-enweta nchịkọta ya bụ aja nke ọnwa n'ụbọchị nke mbụ nke ọnwa ọfụ. I get you opportunity to ekpere ha ekpere kwubi okwu n'isi ha maka ọnwa ọfụ. Ọ ndị mmadụ ebuku nke December. So if you are interested in joining us for the December group ritual, chat me on WhatsApp. Once you are ready, what you do, you pour their 3 prayer requests I get an altar. Then natural then you kwubi okwu n'isi ga na ọnwa agwụ. Then you make token donation to the account number. Chat them on WhatsApp. I will tell you other details we need from you in order to book you. We started this group virtual 4 years ago. We have massive testimonies, believe in me. But as you all know, we are not showing it here. Although unnecessary of height here. So what I'm telling you today is, I'm not interested. Mobuno what I do here, Jum Nankusia. Mobuno Choka Balaga family. Chat me on WhatsApp. This was to go in the temple, to go for Kubio in the Israel all over the world. The friends of the temple, children of the temple, and members of the Restoration of the Commission, and for Secretary. So I wonder what I do here. Chat me on WhatsApp 0805 78 37 672. I repeat 0805 78 37 672. I go more for charge and it's the friends of the temple, children of the temple, members of the Restoration of the Commission, and consecrated group. And you are free to join, become our partner. Now, let's dive into today's lecture. I'm adding long, but pay attention. Get a garden of Kumake. Colonial book Christianity. I will go to get a book Christianity. Yes, I'm here to tell you about the Messiah called Christ. Or Jesus. Yes. Allegedly. People that believe in his teaching. Yes. His followers are called Christians. Because that name was given to them in Antioch. That these people are people that are following Christ. That's why they name them Christians. Or people that are following the pathway of Christ. And I'm here to tell you, we have many called ones. We have many messiahs from many tribes and races all over the world. So the point is, who are you following? Who's your master? As we speaking, we still have many messiahs on earth, living messiahs, living masters. Yes. Aka nwelu ọtụtụ ndị nọ n'ụwa nọkwasị na agbụrụ iche iche nọ n'ụwa uchi mmụọ dị elu. Their primary purpose is to serve their people. Most at times, people will not recognize the impact and their work while they are still alive. Most of them, people recognize them when they have gone. Even in the world today, we have so many of them. So many of them came with different names. Some even answer group. We have lots of them in India and every other places. We have many of them, bringers of the truth. But one thing is very common among them. By their fruit you shall know them. They are here. They are not here on earth to massage your ego. They are here to live exemplary life by their teaching. Their teachings will be a living word. Like Buddha. Their teachings are living words that is there to mentor you and to change your life. So Christ is one of them. The only problem I have with Christianity, based on my knowledge now, is that in Igbo spirituality, we don't recognize Jesus as God. However, we recognize him as a Messiah to his people. Yes. Now we respect that. However, as a Christian, see, I'm here to tell you mistakes you must avoid. The mistakes of modern day Christians is overzealous. Most of them don't actually do what they're supposed to do in terms of understanding the real values and teachings of Jesus as a Messiah to his people. Most times, some people dive into such attitude without knowing that it's not what it should be. Let me give you an example. I remember when I was a Christian, I was opportuned to pass through the tutelage of uh, Catholic doctrine. I have participated in so many pilgrimages. I visited so many apparition grounds, visited so many crusades, become part of many crusades, revivals, and Catholic Charismatic and the Bible Society. Is it under Mariology as a Marian devotee? Yes, I belong to so many society in the Catholic Church. Then I went through many trainings, philosophical and theological training. But what I want to tell you today, during that time, my experience, even when I was a laity, the one thing is that I indulged in so many fastings, retreats, workshop, and rest of them. During that time, during those prayer counseling and prayer warrior activities, we used to pray. But I can tell you that that method of praying, they are not effective. You know why? I will tell you. And that is one of the mistakes Christians do. As a Christian, as we speak now, somebody or somewhere casting and binding. Eto isi ekpe mgba na mu guzo n'elu okuma bụ Jesus. Were na counsel everything. Na asị ka abudo amosu ka ndị otu nzuzo ka ndị ajọ mmadụ ka ha kpọnwụọ na mgbọrọgwụ n'aha Jesus. Anyị na-ebe a na-akasị na-bind na-rebuke. That's all the spirits. They should die. You gotta die. Fire, ya. Enu nwụrụ ọkụ, ana nwụrụ ọkụ. Na-atụje enu nwụrụ ọkụ, ana nwụrụ ọkụ, where will you stand? We did all those prayers, chain prayers, kabashing, praying, doing all the speaking in tongues. Yes, I did. And all those things. But I'm here to tell you one thing. Do you know the gospel truth? And now, when I was meditating, I asked myself, if anybody can show me anywhere in the Bible where Jesus, your master, as a Christian, anywhere your master, as a Christian, commanded any spirit to die, and the spirit died. If we provide that position, biblical quotation of where Jesus asked the spirit to die, and that spirit, if you know what is spirit, and the spirit die, I will give you 500,000. It's a challenge. If you know those Bible scholars, tag them. Because I used to be a Bible scholar, I can tell you. I have read Bible from Genesis to Revelation 3 good times. So I understand what I'm saying. Yes. Show me anywhere Jesus asked spirit to die and the spirit died. You'll be richer with 500,000. But I can tell you as an authority that those of the 10 doesn't exist. Now, since all the biblical documentation, there was not a single place where Jesus asked spirit to die and the spirit died. Now, my question is to you as a Christian. Who gave you the impetus? Who gave you the authority to keep kabashing, canceling and binding? As we speak now, someone is in the mountain. Someone is in the desert. Someone is in the monastery. Someone is fasting and praying, kabashing, and commanding spirit to die. My brother, my sister, I can tell you without missing words. Quote me anywhere. Those things you are doing is called arrant nonsense. You better utilize your time for something meaningful. Because the area you are diving into is the area that is unknown to you. And what you are doing is just abracadabra. Since your master, whom you believe and even call God, Jesus, He, during his time on earth, did never ask any spirit to die, or we have evidence that he commanded spirit to die and the spirit died. Now, who gave you the hope, the authority that you, Mwabanshi, can command spirit to die and the spirit will die? Now, if you are convinced based on my argument that spirit cannot die, then why wasting your saliva? Why wasting your time kabashing commanding spirit to die, since you agree with me that spirit can never die? I put it to you, my brother, my sister, that you are wasting your time, that spirit can never die. If you understand how things work and the genealogy of the spiritual realm, you agree with me that spirit cannot die. You know why? Those spirits are emanated from higher vibrations. Even some of those entities of powers originated from the higher genealogy than you. So in creation, they respect authority and hierarchy. Hierarchy, they were respected in the spiritual realm. It's not in the gross material and in lawless society like Nigeria, where people can be doing the way they want. In organized system, people respect ranks. So there is no way in the spiritual realm you as a human spirit emanated from the spiritual realm, otherwise known as paradise, and don't kind of paradise. But I can tell you that some of the entities of powers originated from the higher vibration, from the throne of the elders. Yes, from the upper thrones, which is higher than you. So you don't have time, you don't have the authority as a human spirit to destroy higher spirits. You are not even permitted to destroy any spirit because you are not the creator. In creation, you are not permitted to destroy what you cannot create. That is even why you was given mandate, don't commit murder, because you cannot create human being. Yes, you have just been used as a vessel to achieve, to provide the semen, the woman egg, to fertilize a egg, and the human being will start from there. But it's entirely what is beyond human comprehension. So you are not the creator of man. So you are not permitted to kill your mother, your fellow human being. The same thing, talk more of the spiritual spirit, a being that is higher than you. Even a smallest spirit, you human being cannot even command a spirit to die, because in the spiritual realm, orderliness is respect. It will process, it will harmony. It's only the creator of the whole universe that has the authority to destroy any spirit if need be. But among the creatures, none has the authority to destroy any spirit. Let me tell you one of the teachings we were told when we are passing through the theology. I asked a question while a dean of study, my teacher then. I asked him, he's the dean of studies then. Now I asked him what actually, because of this the image or photo we used to see where Michael the archangel was wrestling the acclaimed Lucifer, and we saw when Archangel Michael pulled the sword and attempted to strike. And I asked the theologian, I asked our dean of studies then, what stops the archangel from striking, since he have already pulled the trigger? He now see the response. He told me that the Lucifer reminded him the laws that have been in existence. See, remember, thou shalt not kill. And that is why Archangel spared Lucifer, because he know the consequence. Even the archangel know the consequence of going against the natural laws of thou shalt not kill. Now, you, who gave you the impetus that as a human being that you are standing in Oken Kumabu Jesus, when I say one and Borogo, Jesus, okay, you are laboring in vain. As we speak now, I remember those words I will use till then. Now he goes on Kumabu Jesus. When I walk a unclean spirits, all those dark spirits. Now I ask only one Jesus. Only one. Okay. If you have destroyed all of them, I can tell you won't be having any negative spirit around in the world. But the truth, you want to know the truth that whatever you are saying, declaring that time is abracadabra, they will never die. Because it's not permitted in creation. Then why saying such prayers? Instead of you to come down and say what it has meaning, because what actually saying, making declaration is abracadabra. It can never happen because you are not permitted to even destroy any spirit. Even the smallest them or even the lowest elemental beings, you are not permitted. You can't do it. Let me use Bible because some of you will just say, "Oh, God and have one song." You know my teaching. I normally like to cite Bible. Why I normally cite Bible, I need to use what you know to teach you. I can't start mentioning other sacred books like the Book of Death, the ancient books, the Lion of Africa, the Heaven Opens, and the rest of them. I can't start mentioning those books because they have not read them. So let me use what you know. In the Bible, Jesus allegedly, some certain cases, he heard that this person is possessed by beings from the dark region. He will now make excuses that this person you people are holding hostage is very important to his family. He now ask them to get out from the person's body. And the person will be here. In some cases. But also in some cases, he did ritual. He negotiated with those spirits. He bargained. One of those examples is when you met someone that was possessed by a region of negative beings. They approached the person and said, "Who are you?" And they responded, "We are region. We are multitude." He did not say get out because he understands the rules that this is a region. It's not every case you say get out. Even you, if you see a small boy, so the two children may sentence up, you say get out. But if you see an matured army man may sentence up, you will dialogue with him, "Young man, what are you doing here?" Understand? Politely, you ask him to leave. You can't say get out. It will process because respect is reciprocal. So he now see this spirit and say that these people are not the ones who say get out. He negotiated. He provided alternative. He said, "No nya onuchi, there's no nyamba. Ngwa, bayado ni mi igwezi." He provided alternative. Habeni mi igwezi. And all of them, immediately they entered into the pig, all of them ran to the river and got drowned. And they were every haja, you were to attack, they were body Sijabo there, more George. And when you hear that, Anna Tuaja. Do you remember the blind person that we are told that is blind? That blind person who was also me say with Yaja. And the only king man on Iowa spiritually is all over. You need to put saliva on it. We need to add Yaja. So here in that so I couldn't wage a roll more. Well, all of mommy say, "Wait, Tonya and I say, just Japani." He have all of more color. So in some cases, it's not just conversion. I cast side the book. No. In some cases, you have to do appeasement. Example, in Igbo spirituality, I will only get a potato no one other issue. The only solution is to do here and we born. Makanon do kanazo. You have to give those spirit of death, give them something that has life for them to release that particular life you are looking for. Example, you are a little child is playing with something, but you want to actually collect that thing from that little child. What you have to do in order to maintain harmony and peace is to go and look for another thing that will be enticing to that little child. You will begin to use that thing to dangling in his or her face. That little child will now admire that new thing you brought. He will now come for that new thing. You collect that new thing, you collect the old one. So nwere ihe a ga-enye wee in exchange. So Igbo spirituality ghọtara ọfụma. Ọ na-abụ onye ọgbanje na-enye nsogbu ma ọ bụ ndị otu na-enye nsogbu. What we have to do is to do the spiritual consultation. No mmụọ ji ụgwọ. He make the appeasement, make the atonement. Kwụọ the ụgwọ. Then ka onye ahụ ka mmụọ a wee ike hapụ ya ka onye a wee nwere onwe ya. Everything I brought by fire by force. Enwere ka esi apampa spirits. So sometimes some approach you people they use the very wrong. All now mistake Christians do. If we're a Christian, if we a Christian, ebata, iwe wode they converted to Christians. Abia no obi nna gị, enwere obi ndị ichie, enwere okwu mmụọ dị iche iche dị n'obe nna gị. If you are not interested in becoming a partaker or continually partaking from the radiation, from the blessings of those sacred altars in your father's house, it's simple thing you will do. Remove your name from it by declaring that from today going forward, you the Ndichie, you the Arobinago, you the Akwari in my father's compound. I'm here. You mention your name that today you are removing your name from their protection, from their blessing. That they should not call you. That that you will not call them. That from today going forward, they should count you out from the blessings and from the whatever or the requirement, whatever that is it means and it meant by maintenance, that you are no longer part of it. Simple. You walk away. You don't need to go and destroy the altar. Because once you destroy the altar will destroy you. You know why? Because you are not the one that was inspired. Your ancestors was inspired. You don't think that erecting altar is by nature. David once wanted to erect an altar, temple to Chukwu, but he was stopped. That his hand is soiled in blood, that he cannot erect altar for Chukwu. But his son, Solomon, later did. So what am I saying is this, that your ancestors, those Obindi Chie, those Akware, those things they built in Abendagi was actually installed by inspiration and under the guidance of the supernatural forces for a benefit Abendagi. So if you are no longer interested, just walk away. Remove yourself. You don't need to destroy the altar, because when that altar was erected for the benefit of your family and lineage. So that is another mistake that Christians do. Let me tell you, stop thinking that spirits, when you went and pulled down the Obi and removed those artifacts is not the gods. Those artifacts was just erected as a symbol, as a monument, and a negaranya. But then what the spirit is not behind it. Let me give you an example. In the book of Numbers, when the Israelites allegedly, as is written in the Bible, when they began to disobey Moses, began to complain and murmur, in response, as a punishment for murmuring and castigating their leader, there was this affliction. Snake bite began to bite most of them. And they began to cry, asking David to please plead with Chukwu for mercy, that they understand that they have already sinned against Chukwu. And now Moses now presented their petition to Chukwu. And Chukwuoke now asked Moses, as a remedy, go and mold a snake, then hang that snake up. Whoever that was bitten by the snake, now if the person look up to that molded snake, that the person will be healed. And Moses did exactly what Chukwuoke asked him to do. Do you know what it means? The interpretation is simple. That whenever you are under the anger of supernatural beings, they afflicted you, affliction of maybe sickness, poverty, untimely death, etc., to your family, that what you have to do is to look up in obedience to the commandment of the gods or Chukwuoke or the leader, and you'll be healed. Do you think that what is healing them is that molded snake? The answer is no. What is healing them is not the molded snake. What is healing them is the spirit behind that molded snake. That whenever in obedience to the commandment of Chukwuoke, and they look at that snake with love and obedience, the spirit behind, the forces behind that snake will heal them. So Chukwuoke, in his infinite mercy, had the supernatural powers that no human being will withstand the vibration of Chukwuoke. So to dilute his power, Chukwuoke like to radiate his power to his people using a step down, using a mediator. The same way when they built Ark of Covenant, they asked them to build two cherubim, male and female, for them to face each other, facing the mercy seat. And he mentioned so many items, including the 10 Commandments that is on the 10 Commandments. So what happens is that when Chukwuoke want to radiate his powers, he radiates his powers via those mediators to step down his powers so that human being will be able to absorb it. The same way, you see NEPA source, power source, those gigantic NEPA poles that cross all the states from Kaiji down, they are carrying power source. Nobody can tap from it because it's still raw power. Until that power step down to NEPA stations, step down, and still step down further to the level of transformer. And transformer will still step it down to 220 volts that will pass through the lower tension. Those 4 lines that pass behind your street, on your street, then you can tap from there. Then there will be harmony. Because of step down. So no human being will withstand the power, the raw power of Chukwuoke. That's why na Igbo, Igbo spirituality will install Okumwodi Chiche. Name them Oku Amadioha, Oku Las. That is where the power of Chukwuoke is stepped down. We have other altars, supernatural altars, where the powers of Chukwuoke was stepped down. The same way we have it in Ugochitubelu in our temple. You step down the power of Chukwuoke. Now, from that step down power, there will be a radiation of grace. There will be a radiation of grace. So that is how it works. So as a Christian, stop castigating or overprouding yourself that you can do what you can never do. So stop casting and binding and commanding spirit to die, because spirit cannot die. Don't start a war you cannot finish. Whenever they sense that you are saying that she should die, they will face you, and believe you, you will lose. Nobody will ever win war against the spirits, because they lose nothing. They are supernatural being created by Okike for a purpose. So stop. As a Christian, I'm advising you to stop saying spirit should die, because spirit will never die. Take it from me. Let me stop here. If you have any question, ask me on WhatsApp. 0805 78 37 672. I repeat, 0805 7837672. Let us pray. Ekwem, ekwem, ekwem. Ekwere m na Chineke. Ekwere m na ọ dị ihe siri m ike nke Chineke na-apụghị ezi m ụzọ m ga-esi lụwuo ya n'ihi na ọ mazuru ihe niile. Obi m siri ike na Chineke emeworo m ya. Ya gazie. May the blessing of Chukwu oke pụrụ ime ihe be with you all. May Chukwu nke Africa bless you all now and forevermore. Go, shine and dominate n'ụbọchị taa. Afụpụtara ụlọ ihe ọma. Udo dịrị ụlọ.